turhende ko tune in awe. Shator awe no. Tonight we're gonna talk about nutrition and fitness, and we have two special guests, expert in nutrition and fitness. And the goal is to motivate people to start living the healthy life, enjoying the healthy life with fitness and nutrition, but also enjoying what you do to love your body. Tonight we have Algero Sophia and Esther Vermeulen. But before I introduce them, I want to give thank you to my sponsor, Garden Fresh, who has given us the delicious food this lunch. And now let's start. Esther Vermeulen, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm very good. Thanks so much. Thank you for having me here.
Esther,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about Esther and how did you start nutrition? What's about Esther?
So yeah, I started, actually I played tennis since I was 4 on kind of a competitive level. So then when I became older, I sort of experienced the importance of nutrition and what effect it has on my performance and my recovery from my body. And in the beginning of 20s, I started studying nutrition dietetics. After that, I wanted to do more research. I did my master's in nutrition and health. And after that, I wanted to do my PhD. So I studied the relationship between diet and depression for 4 years. And
Relationship between diet and
depression.
depression.
So mental health, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
And let's talk a little bit about Algero Sophia. Algero, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
How are you feeling?
Feeling very good, very good. Thank you. Thanks for having me, by the way. So, yes, Algero Sophia. Yeah, let me make this long story short. So, I started basically fitness after finishing my study in Holland. I came back to Aruba, and I never thought about, I always played sport when I was young. So, a lot of sports. You name it, I
What
played
type
it.
of sports?
Yeah, you can tell swimming, baseball, basketball, short term. But the one I loved the most was soccer. So I stayed with soccer. I think I can still play some soccer.
It's still in the blood.
It's still in the blood. But yeah, so coming back to Aruba, my brother was in the gym, and he asked me to join him. So I joined him, and from that day on, that's it. I fell in love with the sport, and then I just chose my side. So I competed in bodybuilding once, men's physique. I won 4th place with the help of René Wild, one of the best.
All right.
And after that, I got to know CrossFit. Back then was CrossFit Greatham, so I went to a session, and after that, I got hooked up.
Fell in love with CrossFit
Fell in
immediately.
love immediately, so that was it.
The same here. I also, the first time I went to CrossFit, I fell in love immediately with the sport. I think you
Yes.
also did CrossFit,
Absolutely.
Esther.
Yeah.
And it's a sport, it's really competitive, but once you in it, it's all type of body movement. You can tell a little bit more about CrossFit.
Yeah, of course. So CrossFit, that's a good question, because why I chose CrossFit. I love both. I love bodybuilding. I love CrossFit, but I was feeling that CrossFit. I was feeling more tired after my workout, after the hour. So I don't know. I was liking the adrenaline. So and getting to know CrossFit more, I went to the States, acquired my level 1 to coach people, and then I started realizing that CrossFit is everything. Look, we want you guys to have overall fitness. So we want to be good. We don't want to be the best, but we want to be good in everything we do. So we based our training off about weightlifting, gymnastics, body weight, and some cardio, and we mix that every day, different patterns, and try to get as fit as possible. So I like it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it too. It's about the competition I like,
Yeah.
and especially there's lots of competition throughout the years that you can compete at your different level.
Yeah.
So it's not just for all-out athletes, but you have beginners, intermediate.
That's a good part of CrossFit, no? That's very good to point out as well. You enter a gym, you enter a CrossFit gym, you don't know nobody, but after your first workout, everybody gives you a high five, you know? So it's a community. Everybody pushes each other. Sometimes I'm very fit, and I just work out with beginners, you know. So we're the same people. We all trying to get fit in different ways. So yeah, that's the good part of CrossFit, the community.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody can do it on his own level, so
On
that's
his
also
own
nice.
level, yes.
I think.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Esther, tell me a little about nutrition for the people that are viewing. How do you combine nutrition and a healthy lifestyle, but still enjoy the rest of the delicious things there are out there, especially in our culture, Aruba? Lots of people like to eat the different delicious things, and none are healthy. But how do you combine that? How can an average person combine that?
So yeah, that's a very good question because of course the environment that we live in is very tempting actually, because it's very easy to make the unhealthy choice. I think what the most important thing is that you have your basic diet that is good. So make sure that like 80% of your diet is good. Eat 3 healthy meals a day. Eat your veggies. Eat enough healthy fats. Don't be afraid of fat. Eat your fruit and your fiber. And also the other 20% you can just enjoy by like what we're having right now, a nice glass of wine or some chips, or just go eat a pizza or something. I do that every week as well. Only I make sure that my basis is always good, like at least 80%.
So and you eat ice cream, so
Yes.
so you can eat whatever you want. So yeah, I myself does it with Esther's help. So I can for sure recommend Esther. So yes.
Same to you.
Yeah,
That's why we
of course.
started collaborating actually.
Yeah, you
also.
guys worked together at Eximus
Yes.
before, right?
Yeah, we tried something with Esther. Esther told me, Alger, we're gonna try something. It was about the beet juice,
Oh
right?
yeah, the beetroot juice.
So she
Yeah.
told me, hey, the beet juice, we have to try this six days or 1 week before your competition. It's gonna give you like a third lung.
Hey,
So
I just started that because I have a
And-
KLM run tomorrow. So I knew after our workout, I don't know if you guys view a workout, check it out on
Yeah.
Alger's
Instagram.
IG or mine. You left me stiff. My whole body was stiff.
Yeah.
Today I had to do an ice bath.
Yeah.
I
Oh
had
my
to
God.
I researched what I have to do so tomorrow my body can function and perform the way I want it to. And it was all about coconut water and beet juice.
Yeah.
So for the ones that are tuning in or are gonna run tomorrow, coconut water, beet juice, I would recommend. Ice bath, I just did that, felt amazing. Do you have any more tips, Esther, for people who are competing or running?
Yes, but don't be afraid of carbs when you're running because you're using a lot of energy. Cardio, you need your carbs. You need to have your muscles fueled.
That's why they have
Yeah.
these things called pasta party
Exactly.
before a
If you
running.
look, for example, people who are biking the Tour de France, for example, if you see what they're eating on a day, and they only eat pasta and pancakes, for example, rice, something that's light digestible, so don't eat too many fatty foods. Otherwise, it will stay in your stomach for a very long time. Make sure you eat 3 hours before your last big meal. That's very important. And yeah, for the beetroot juice, it's actually good to drink it before, not after, because what it does, if you drink like 3 hours before 400 milliliters of pure beetroot juice, your body is going to make sure that the oxygen, your oxygen blood, let's say it like that it's more available to your muscles, so you can endure longer. So that's why that's like the whole thing behind the beetroot juice.
So is it best if I drink it tonight or tomorrow morning?
What time is your run?
5:45.
In the morning.
In the morning.
So at 1 a.m., right?
1 a.m. I wake up at 4.
Yeah.
All right, interesting tip. So I was on the good track.
Yes.
And for the average people who wants to just live a little bit fitter, and everybody wants to lose a little bit of weight. That seems to the main goal.
Yes.
We have lots of, I would say nutritionists saying the 30-day diets and in 3 weeks and you will lose 20 pounds.
So that's my rule number 1. I don't believe in diets. I mean, all diets work in principle. They're all the same, but you cannot keep them up for a very long time. And they're mostly not healthy. They're not very sufficient. You're not get in all the nutrients that you need. So that's why I always say take it step by step to build a healthy lifestyle. And it's really about behavioral change, because otherwise you're never going to solve it for the rest of your life.
That is really true.
Yeah.
In the
So you need
beginning,
to have patience and consistency. Commitment and consistency are the two key words here.
commitment and consistency, the two C's.
Yeah, like my favorite phrase, without commitment you never start, without consistency you never finish.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Yeah.
And my
Hey,
consistency is that's my best. I
For
have
me too.
consistency and
Yeah.
mindset. Those two are my
Yeah.
consistency
me too.
and mindset.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
the first month, we had everything about mindset.
Yes.
And that's true. Before, I also used to do lots of CrossFit. The first competition was actually at your gym, Exemius. I was not in shape, but I don't know,
You did good.
the pushing of the people,
Yeah.
the community when you work out, that's a great thing for people to start also with friends or go at a place where they embrace the community vibe, because that will motivate you to keep on going. Because I remember when I first started, I didn't knew anyone there, but there was few people that keep encouraging you, and that's something you need if you have a goal. To continue to go into the gym,
Yes, of
the
course.
community part of the fitness.
Yes, of course. That's the community is very important. Sometimes you just go in the gym and you see people helping each other. Because of CrossFit, we want to teach you a lot of stuff, and helping with the help of the community, with the help of the class, everybody working together, pushing each other, makes it pretty easy to do it.
And fun.
And fun. So like we ask ourselves why we go there and why we do that workout every day. But we wake up and we go back every day.
That's
so
the question I ask myself every morning.
yeah.
And you guys are fit athletes, nutritionists. Do you also need people to motivate you, keep on pushing you? How do you get motivated?
Me first? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, motivation. I always say motivation should come from yourself. Let's start there. So you should motivate yourself first. If you don't have it, if you keep snoozing that alarm for 10 times, if you just don't wake up, if you just come every day late to work, it won't happen. So you have to have a good quality of life, starting with yourself. And of course, we all have people that we look up to. So in CrossFit, I can tell you, the GOAT for me is Rich Froning. Always, I'm a Rich fan. So, you know,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people say Matt Fraser is the GOAT. So the people watching know who's Matt Fraser, Rich Froning. Those are
All
the
the
best.
CrossFitters out there.
No, there. So, but of course, you get motivation from people. You get motivation. I get motivation from coaching, seeing people get better. So that's my main goal. I want to make people better, give people better quality of life. I can do it with training and with some nutrition as well. But I think with nutrition, with the combination, that's the key. That's the key basically to have that quality of life as well. We don't tell you, hey, you have to go to a diet like Esther told. There's no diet. Okay, there's a way of living, and it starts with you. So everybody watching, I will advise you just to wake up tomorrow, whatever you're doing, reevaluate that, and if you're in the right path, keep it going, and if not, switch that mind. Okay, turn that switch on and just move forward.
So for the ones who are listening,
That's it.
change that mindset. If you heard the first episodes of this podcast, Raw Podcast, change your mindset, set your goals,
Yes.
make you have your support groups, your fans, your community
And,
And
just start.
to
That's
My
start.
advice. You know,
Yes.
just don't take the goals should take it like make them achievable. Take little
Yes.
steps every day, because little steps bring great things. If you don't even like to do sports, start just walking tomorrow,
Yep.
just for 20 minutes and then 30 minutes. And you know, if you take little steps every day, you see the result, and you don't really see the boundaries are not that high. It's just when you start, you feel it. If you do more sports, you want to eat healthier because you feel you perform better, you recover better. So you know, it's all in one. It all comes together. So.
And believe me, I know, like on the island, there's a lot of people. I see it sometimes. So there's a lot of people just afraid of start. You know,
Exactly.
they're just afraid. They're just like, oh
They're
no,
ashamed, maybe.
I'm going to be sore. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to be walking tomorrow. You know, it's just gonna.
But
it's
that's
just,
true. I
yeah,
felt that
it's
the
true.
next day, but
It's true.
that's why I do the steps also to recover, because I
Yes.
listen. You have to listen to your body
Of course.
and know, okay, this was intense, but it's not something that I'm gonna do every day or every week.
Yes.
It was just to pep up, to fun, to compete with one of the athletes,
become-
to see if I still got it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you need that push.
Of
Of course.
And that's why the steps you have to take afterwards also. That's why we're talking about nutrition as well. Is fitness is one thing, but you have pre-nutrition, after nutrition. It plays
Sleep.
a big role.
Yeah.
And for me, this month is gonna be all about health and nutrition and fitness. I want to get people, you out there, to start moving, start taking care of your health, especially now in this pandemic. I've seen lots of news today of people that were good yesterday and today they left, they died. And I think health is gonna play a big role in these coming years.
Yeah, it plays
Yes.
a big role now. Like you tell, it's gonna grow very big right
Yeah.
now, because health is everything.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I love a song. It's health is wealth.
Health is
Yeah.
wealth.
Health is wealth. Like,
Lots of
you
people
know?
are using it. Health
So,
is wealth.
Health is wealth. You know. So if you're healthy, you have everything. That's it.
And your health starts with, for me, a good routine
Yes.
and more about nutrition. And I want to learn about you, Esther. You have your program, and how do people start? So do you start with giving them a plan for the whole week, eating the same thing every day, or what is Esther's nutritional guide?
I have like a basics in diet that I say this is a healthy diet, and I give them several steps. For example, eat 400 grams of veggies, 3 pieces of fruits. I give people like a personalized week menu, so I calculate their energy requirements, and I, based on their goals, I will make a personalized week menu for them with like easy to make recipes, which are, I think, like nutritious but still delicious. So they give you all the nutrients to perform well, but also to perform, like for example, for work, to get enough energy. Because for me, it's not only about losing weight, but also like health comes first for me, for the people.
True.
That's the most important thing for me. That's why maybe it doesn't go always too fast. Some people I hear, I don't lose weight enough fast enough, or I just want to stop because I don't see any results. But that's what I say with consistency. People just have to keep going, because I know it works. It just works.
Yeah. Consistency
Yeah.
is key.
Yeah.
Sometimes people that's
They want
what
a
you
quick
talked
fix.
about before. It's you have to make your goal reachable.
Yeah.
You cannot say, okay, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and the day after I'm gonna be fit. I'm gonna have abs.
Exactly.
You know, so you have to work for it, of course, but you have to have discipline, and you know, it's a lifestyle. And like Esther told, it's not a diet. So I can tell you for myself, today is a cheat day, of course. So I don't know I'm gonna eat yet, but I mean, I eat a lot of stuff during the day, you know, and maybe Esther can talk about those macro stuff, how you, because that's very important as well. Sometimes people don't understand, but you have a different amount of calories that you can burn, or that you burn during the day, and you have to stay in those calories to maintain your weight. So maybe Esther can. That's very
true.
good, huh?
Before you start about that, that is really true. I follow lots of studied things about nutrition and stuff, but I still don't understand those macros anyway. I just follow the fifth rules. I don't know if you heard about that. And I try to listen more to my body, and especially which day I'm gonna do an intense workout and which day I'm not gonna do workout. So I change that. In the weekends I do intermittent fasting. I try lots of things to see which one my body feels good. But you can talk a little bit about the macros.
By the way, is that good? Because sometimes I do it too.
I know.
So like sometimes I do intermittent. I just don't eat during the morning because I'm too busy. So I just don't eat, and I start eating like at 2 p.m. And some days I just do my breakfast. So it's fully like you're doing, like checking yourself, checking what works.
I do it once a week, so probably on Sunday for sure, and sometimes on Saturdays.
So yeah, but actually because I know we talked already, and it's good for you to have a balance on that day, but like for intermittent fasting to really work, so to get more energy, for example, to lose more weight, to get more muscle mass also, because it also helps with your hormone growth, then you need to do it at least 6 or 8 weeks every day. 2 times a year, 6 to 8 weeks every year. 2 times a year.
How many days? 6 to
8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
And then every
2 times
day.
a year.
Yes,
Okay.
that's enough already to get enough nice health benefits.
All right.
But of course, it's like the thought behind it. Of course, is also like stabilizing your hormone levels. But for you, of course, if you just start eating at 2 o'clock and then until I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 in the evening, you have a small time window to eat, so you eat less compared to what you normally eat.
Yeah,
True.
and that's my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, and then now for you, for Ultra, now I advise him to
Yeah.
eat more because he did not eat enough.
That's why I needed
Yeah.
nutrition, isn't it? It helps really.
And he was skipping meals, so that was not good. I always say at least eat your 3 main meals always. And so for me it's really important. That's why I give personalized advice, because for every person it's different. And every person has a different lifestyle, have a different workout routine, has different needs. Some people respond very well to intermittent fasting, some people hate it, or like they don't respond well to it. So that's why I like to look at every person differently and like give them personalized advice, what's good for them. And that's always why I take 3 months. So it's like sort of like a journey to find out what works for that person, what doesn't, what does he like, what doesn't he like. So then it's like a journey, and 3 months is still very short. I mean, I think for both of us, we've been working for years to figure out what our lifestyle is and what works
It's
for
a
us.
continuous, and
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
there's
Continuous
always a new
working.
trend going
Always.
on that
Yeah.
I
And you're
think
aging and you change your lifestyle, so your lifestyle's never the same, so it changes, so you have to adapt to that as well. So it's constantly adapting, adjusting, figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and then it's just like a constant process that never stops actually.
true. And I would recommend what you're saying is good. You adjust your custom made the plan according to the person, because for the for the listeners, there's lots of like plans that you eat. They give to a mass or commercialized plans that you eat the same thing almost every day, and it has results in a month or 2 because you eat so little. But after that, when you start eating
What's
normal
that?
or when you
Yeah.
don't do the program anymore, I also have seen lots of results that the person become more less fit than before they started the program.
Yeah. And the most important thing is they don't change their behavior. Their behavior is still the same. I say like it's like a band-aid on a wound. You don't really get into the wound. You have to go deeper. Otherwise, you never solve the problem. It's just like a temporary solution.
Yep.
And that's what diets, and that doesn't
like
work in the long run.
On the target.
Exactly.
I'm still with myself, fighting as well. So
For me too.
it's not easy. Every day you try to. The goal is like that. Never be satisfied. So you should stay hungry all the time.
And that's why we
and
like
make
CrossFit
sure to
so
go better.
much.
Yeah, of course.
CrossFit. And for you, Ajiro, is nutrition obviously plays a big role in your lifestyle, and you have, I've heard, helps of nutritionists, but how do you see nutrition? Is it just a thing you do to reach your fitness goal, or is it something you yourself do? Do you cook your meals, or you have help with that?
Yeah, to be honest, starting as a kid, I hated veggies. So they were always telling me,
there's lots of people who hate that.
Eat
So
your broccoli, eat your salad. And I'm like, okay, mommy, no, I don't like it. So basically what happens with the time, getting fit, I realized I needed to eat those stuff, and now I love them. So I can eat veggies all day, I started vegan.
Yeah.
I ate vegan a couple of times, so I just mixed it a little bit as well to check what works. But I really don't cook my meals. So I'm sponsored with Pura Vita Food, so I'm really grateful with them.
Oh, the lucky one.
Like for years,
Garden Fresh, did you hear that?
Yeah, we grew together like for a long time, and Ronald supports me from since day one, so I won't change him for nothing. So I really appreciate him. So I get meals from him. And in the evening, my girlfriends or I cook. Okay, sometimes we're a
So-
bit picky, but my
so-
girlfriend cooks more. Really delicious and healthy, of course. So with the help of Esther, because we have Esther, when she sends you an email with your meal plan, he don't give you a meal plan. She gives you options of food, like really good food. Looks very good in the picture. So when you go and you start, sometimes it's chicken breast with turkey bacon, with some asparagus. So it depends, but most of the time, my nutrition is, I'm trying to be on point. I try to be on point. I'm lacking in eating less, so I need to eat a little more.
Yeah.
But to be honest, yes. So nutrition wise is very important. I don't do it really myself. I get help. I get help for the food. So they help me with that, and the nutrition, Esther guide me through that as well. So I think as an athlete and as a coach, of course I help my athletes with their nutrition. We as CrossFit, when we go to the level 1, we get a little part of nutrition as well, so we have to be well rounded. Okay, we in CrossFit use the block diet. So I can just explain real quick. It's about
Yes.
you have small, medium, large, muscled female. We don't see weights. Okay, so I see Esther. Okay, Esther is a medium. Esther is a muscled female. So she's gonna eat 10 blocks per meal. Okay, 10 blocks meaning one block of chicken maybe is maybe 100 grams of chicken, and maybe you have to eat 3 blocks. So Esther will eat 300 grams of chicken. So we based our meal like that. That's the first base. We start with the athlete. That helps a lot already. And sometimes the athletes want to go other way. So they want to grow as an athlete, get more muscle or losing more fat, and then we seek a little bit more help. But yes, so nutrition is very important for me. The most important stuff. I, as a coach, tell my athletes all the time. I can do my part here. We can train. I can let you sweat a lot. You're gonna burn a lot of calories. But when you're at home, I don't know what
still have
you're
to do
doing,
the work.
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't mean you're gonna eat like chicken breast, dry chicken breast without sauce. You can still enjoy your meal. Okay, so you can eat pizza, you can eat burgers, you can eat fries. Just you have to know when, where, and how much.
Yeah.
Balance,
That's
balance.
Yes,
Control is
balance is
very
key.
important.
Balance.
All right, I have a question here. Saying eating habit causes depression is a daring and scientific unfounded statement. Is overeating, wrong eating, be either the cause or a symptom of depression?
That is a very good question, actually. Thank you very much. I don't know who asked it, but
Christian Mejia.
that is actually we don't know. So that's why I also stopped doing research, actually, because it was kind of frustrating, because it's like the chicken and the egg story, like the causal inference. It's first of all, it's very difficult to study this in a causal inference situation. So actually I make use of data from observational studies. So we don't really know what causes, actually it goes both sides. So people who, we know people who are depressed, they eat less healthy. Actually I have 2 types. So one type is gonna eat a lot. So they're gonna get overweight, and we also know because people who are overweight, they have more infections in their body, the immune system goes down, and they're more, the chances are higher of getting depressive symptoms, for example. But you also have a type, it's called the typical depression, and they don't eat nothing. So they're very underweight, and because they're so depressed, they don't eat nothing. But also the other way around, that's why I sort of studied more like the prevention side. So what if you eat a healthy diet? I studied, for example, the Mediterranean diet from the people in Italy, for example. So is eating a healthy diet really related to lower depressive symptoms, for example? I cannot say, I didn't see any causal relations because I did not have the data for that. But there were relationships, so there were associations, to say it scientifically. And we did saw that eating an Italian diet, so that's why I always say eat like an Italian.
Oh, Italian,
So
yeah, I saw your blog.
Yeah, a lot of fruits, veggies, olive oil, fatty fish, for example, is very important for the brain, and also with the hormone levels, and that's very important to do. But also like mindful eating is very important. So don't eat in front of the TV or on your phone, or try to really enjoy
Yeah,
what
pay
you're eating.
attention, chew.
Exactly. Like, for example, in Italy, you see like the long big tables with the families who are enjoying their
And they
dinner.
eat for hours.
Exactly.
It's
And
like an event because I
yes.
have
Yeah.
Italian
Exactly.
family. It's like we start
Yeah.
at 2
yes.
and eat,
yeah.
sitting, and we finish at 8.
Exactly. So what they do, they actually eat 3 meals. They don't eat nothing in between because they're enjoying the very big meal actually. And if you see what they're actually eating, the portion size is not that big, but they're just really like enjoying. It's like an event, like you say. So that's very important. But also actually physical activity. We saw that it was also very, very important, maybe even more important. There's more proof for physical activity in relation to depression than diet for
I
now.
think that's true. In the first episode, we talked
Yes.
about mental health,
Mm-hmm.
and I have gone through depression also, and my way was through fitness, through
Yeah,
CrossFit
exactly.
actually. In that
Yeah.
time, when I was in that depression moment, I think I started Exemius. And yeah, it's something nobody knows, or I didn't even know until now.
Mm-hmm.
But and the training, the way of, hey, I have to do this, and
Yeah.
I didn't know how to explain. I had to go training because after that I would feel more relaxed, and the days that I didn't go training, things would go down south.
Yeah. Well, actually, the happy hormones really come from actual physical exercise, especially sports, from training. And that's much the physical relationship with that, with physical activity and like the happy hormones, which really make you happy. That's the benefit is stronger for that compared to diet, because there are a lot of things in diet that are in between there. So the relationship is more vague, let's say it like that. So that's why physical activity, for me, I would recommend at first to do that on a daily basis, just even walking, and then of course doing sports.
Yeah,
And
many
then,
steps.
Yeah, and then diet actually.
And I have a small question. I tell also I live by when you eat, you have to enjoy your food, right?
Yes.
So you don't have to eat like, okay, and in 2 minutes I'm done, because I
No.
think there's like about 20 minutes to get your brain and to
Exactly.
tell you, okay, I'm
Yeah.
full. But before that, you can keep eating,
Yes.
you can keep going.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of problem, I think, for a lot of people.
They're
They
overeating,
eat
that's why.
fast. Yes.
Yeah, they're eating
Yeah,
big
that's
portions,
why you-
eating fast, and then they're still hungry, and then after
And
20
then
minutes,
they
it's
keep
like, oh
going.
shit,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm like-
full, and then...
But then,
Yeah.
would you recommend for the people listening that they have a eating pattern, so they eat the same hour each day?
No, that's not necessary. Just
No?
eat like, don't eat behind your computer, eating your sandwich or something. Just like make your plate nice. For example, like
Mhm.
your girlfriend, makes a nice dinner. Just sit at a table. Like eating is also connection to each other. It's connecting with each other. It's supposed to be a good time. So make use
Food
of
is
it.
energy.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course.
And phone
really.
away, phone away.
Yeah.
So phone away
Yeah,
and eat.
yeah, definitely.
Don't check your phone.
Yes, like distraction away and just eat
Yeah.
slowly, chew, and then you also feel, because I hear a lot of people say, I have my dinner, and then like half an hour later I need a snack or I need something. That's probably because they're just like eating like crazy, and that they even pay attention, they don't taste the food. But if you really eat more mindfully, then you don't really need that snack at 8 o'clock
That's
again.
a good name, mindfully eating.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna write a blog about that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Can you
Yeah.
explain a little bit more about mindful eating?
It's just eating with attention. And because we are so distracted in this world, we're always on our phone, we're watching TV, and it's like really eating, like seeing what is in front of you, eating it, and then chew, like at least, I don't know, like 20 or 30 times, I have no idea, I don't even do that. But just like eating, enjoy what you're eating, taste it, smell it, and then you enjoy it more, and then you get the happy hormones as well.
And I think it's weird, but maybe it's what I go through, or I feel. Sometimes when you go out, or when you eat at home, sometimes it's difficult to maintain that.
Mhm.
But when you go out, you're gonna socialize. You're gonna order food, so you're talking and you
Yes,
eat.
Exactly.
You don't eat that fast, so you eat a little
That's the
bit. You
perfect
talk.
combination.
That's the perfect
Yeah.
combination. So that's the good way to practice
Yeah.
it.
True.
Exactly.
For me,
Or-
mindful eating, I think I'm doing it then. Is for the people out there, when you cook something, I don't know if you have a nutritionist, or you just know how to cook a healthy meal. The things you plan, you cook it, see it as, hey, I did this for my body. This is the way of loving my body.
Yes.
And I start eating it. I enjoy it. I make the sounds, delicious.
Exactly.
I program my
Yeah.
mind. The other day I did that with my kid. He said they were playing, and kids have these things in their mind. They were saying, this water tastes good. It's like Coca-Cola. and they were drinking water. And I would say, yes, you should do that. Every time you want Coca-Cola, drink water.
Yeah.
And let it taste like Coca-Cola, and then you will feel, oh, I had my Coca-Cola today.
Yeah.
For the ones that like Coca-Cola or
Exactly.
those
Coca-Cola.
other stuff.
We don't CrossFit, Coca-Cola / no, we don't.
No,
we don't.
I don't
In
also.
CrossFit, Coca-Cola don't exist.
No,
So
no
yeah, I
sodas.
think it's very bad Coca-Cola. It's packed
Yeah,
with
the
sugar.
Definitely.
sodas and all energy drinks. I do like the one from Progress that we always drink. It's like there are only sweeteners in there, so there are no sugars in there. That's very. I drink that too, so that's
There's
good.
lots of energy drinks out there now.
Yes.
Bang, Pro Bands. What do you have to see on the label so you know it's the good one or the bad one?
So I would say if there's any sugar in there, don't drink it.
But
Sugar
sometimes
is like diabetes in a bottle, all the sodas and the energy drinks and everything.
you don't have to look at the ingredients.
Yes, well, yeah. Well, I think Progress is actually very nice, like a most clean pre-workout product that I know. So I'm really a big fan of them. So that's why I drink it. For example, like Monster or Red Bull, there's like taurine in there. I'm not really a big fan of that. So that's why I don't drink
What
them.
does taurine do then?
It's like a different thing of, like it's caffeine, but like in a different
Okay,
chemical
in a different version.
construction, exactly.
Okay,
and I'm
okay.
not a very big fan of that
Oh,
because
okay.
it's too chemical.
Good
And
to
like
know.
caffeine is just like a natural product actually.
Okay, yeah,
And like 3-4 cups of coffee, for example, with caffeine is actually very good for your
I
health.
think I drink 6, so I have to go down. How many coffee do you drink, Marlon?
I drink once in the I drink pre-workout drink. So I do that in the morning because I don't know if it's age or something, but it's difficult to wake up now. And I've been starting this conditioning boxing routine at Isla Fit. Shout out. And yeah, my body is not the way I used to have it when I was doing CrossFit, because when I was doing CrossFit was more like a survival mechanism to deal with depression, and
Yeah.
I used to hit it really hard.
Yeah.
You remember at the gym. And after that, my body had a toll on itself. So I started taking fitness as something to do for enjoyment.
Yeah.
So now I do fitness for enjoyment, and I like to go down in the competition like we did. But I mostly run, do conditioning, and those kind of stuff to keep myself fit. And I focus more on the nutrition part, so the eating.
Yeah.
I have my routine from Monday to Thursday, and Friday or Saturday when I'm with the kids. You know how it goes, ice cream days or
Yeah, of
pizza
course.
nights. So I enjoy those two,
Keep
That's
doing
balance.
that. Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's the balance
And that's why
I
you
use
keep it
in
up.
my routine.
Yeah, good.
And I think that's a good way for people to start also in the week, especially people who has family, kids. It's the same way you prepare your foods in the morning, prepare yours, your lunch. Actually cooking your own lunch saves a lots of money also.
Yes.
So
True, and you
money
know exactly
that
what to put in.
yeah, and money, I would say you can start cooking yourself, save those money, and then hire a nutritionist to help you with doing a better job or a simpler job.
Yeah, and go to the CrossFit box. And I really recommend doing that because for condition, if people, for example, want to lose weight, I always say do exactly nutrition, but also do 2 or 3 times like weightlifting,
True.
like CrossFit, because it really helps to boost up your metabolism.
Yeah, and
It's really
I
important,
see
yeah.
also, for example, at the other gym I used to work out, lots of people that do CrossFit don't only do, or the one that are doing it for the athletes part of it, do it CrossFit, but always they are also swimming, they are biking, they are running.
Yeah.
So is that
Yeah,
the way
that's-
CrossFitters do?
Yeah, that's the part. So I had the fitness in 100 words. That's a nice question. So I can read that for you guys.
Yes.
So what we think about, for example, I'm gonna read. This is what we think is fitness in 100 words. So eat meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. Keep intake to levels that will support your exercise but not body fat. Practice and train major lifts, deadlifts, clean, squat, presses, clean and jerk, snatch. Similarly, master the basics of gymnastics, pull-ups, dips, rope climb, push-ups, sit-ups, presses to handstand, pirouettes, flips, splits, holds. Noem maar op. Bike, run, swim, row, hard and fast. 5 or 6 days per week. Mix these elements in as many combinations you would like. And creativity or low. Routine is enemy for us. Keep workouts short and intense. Regularly learn and play new sports. So
Love it.
that
Nice.
answered. I think that answered
It's
your
amazing.
question,
That
right?
answered my
So
question.
we just
yeah.
want to be overall.
Yeah.
We just want to be fit. We just want to do good in everything. We don't want to do better. You know, I did the Ronde van Aruba. To be honest, I didn't train for it, Marlon. I didn't train for it. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I cannot let my
Like
I
me
can-
tomorrow,
I
Kyle
cannot
and
let my friends down. I have to do it. So I went.
Did you drink your beet juice before?
No, we
I
did- I
didn't do
didn't.
bee juice. I didn't do bee juice for running. So I did my first run. I think I had route 1. Hey, I did it good and fast. I'm like, okay,
Damn,
hey,
good.
this feels good. Okay, nice. I rested. I went again. That one sucked.
Most people say
So
that.
when I started, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna finish it. And I see my friends in the car. And I'm like, no. They say, hey, Hajiro, you have to go. So I think when getting into Mariniers Kazerne, I was like on my friend's back.
I saw that.
I cannot even, I couldn't run anymore. But there you see the mindset, how far we can go, you know. CrossFit, we can do everything. I can do everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, you can invite me tomorrow to go to the gym. I can lift some weights. I won't back squat 500 kilos or so, but I can lift some weights. And that's the goal. So fitness is everything. Fitness is very important. No matter what you do, you saw it. I read it for you. You don't need to go to a gym. You can do squats at home. You can do push-ups at home. You can do pull-ups. But of course, guidance is always better.
True.
So CrossFit, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, do it. And yeah, that's it.
That's true. And before I ask you guys the 6 best tips you can give about fitness and nutrition, one thing about CrossFit is if you're new at this and you want to start, CrossFit, let's do it, always make sure you go there and ask for guidance. That's
Yes.
one tip. Ask, and don't try to live the same as your
Technique
neighbor.
forwards, right? Yeah.
Maybe your neighbor has been coming for CrossFit for 10 years and I know you're gonna, if you get into the vibe, the groove of CrossFit, it's like
And you're
competition
gonna
at
you're gonna
times.
Get there, no? People's gonna, hey, you can do it.
Yeah, you're gonna get people, no, you can do it.
But that's good.
But-
You have guidance, right?
Yeah.
So you always have a coach.
Always ask your
Exactly.
coach.
Yeah, you
Don't
always
be
have a coach.
afraid,
Mhm.
just do it because it will help. Because
Yes.
I have to say both sides of CrossFit is I love it, but the way I used to do it, you can hurt yourself,
Yeah,
or
for
lots
sure.
of people. We can say that lots of people have injury with CrossFit. It's because one, they don't ask enough guidance, or two, they get too much into the competition fever. And
But
for
I think
me,
with fitness general, like
No,
when
yeah.
I see like
I want to
people,
defend myself too.
yeah,
That's why.
I
That's
don't
why.
think it's
I'm
CrossFit. I
waiting.
think like when I see the people like in a regular gym doing deadlifts and with their back, I'm like, oh, that's good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I come to word right now. So yeah, that's very good. We're taking this topic as well. Which sport if you guys can remind me, don't have injury? Which sport?
all
Every sport have
sport.
injury. Every sport is dangerous. Every sport. So
or tips,
yeah,
so people you can prevent that the
Yeah.
people,
So-
especially beginners, don't have
So
injury.
look, if I go into the gym, okay, I love do lifting weights. I'm not talking bad about this, okay. I love both sides. My heart is at CrossFit. That's it. You go there. If you don't have a coach, you're gonna go there. You don't know what to do, right? CrossFit, we have an intro class. We call it fundamentals class. In that class, just beginners is in there. Okay, we do this once a while during the year. And what happens there? You're gonna have a PVC pipe, no weight. That PVC pipe is weightless. When we go to get our certification as a coach, we use PVC pipe as well. So first, when I enter CrossFit, I'm like, I know I have to go to the intro program. I came from the gym. I don't
Yeah.
need this. So I hated it, but I'm grateful I did it. You know.
Yes.
Because it helps you know when, how, where. So body awareness, we like that body awareness. When you have to hold this, when you have to use this. And as a coach, it's very important, and I love that. So I love making people better. I love checking their technique.
So the
To the
first
ones that
tip
knows
goes
the-
to the beginner intro
Yeah,
classes,
intro
and
class.
most, I
Yeah.
think, all the CrossFit
Yeah.
gyms has that.
If they don't have it, ask them, hey, when you're gonna get the intro class, or is there a time that there's not a lot of athletes, so you can have a little bit more attention on me? So just ask, you know.
Yeah.
CrossFit is a community, like you all know, so we are here to help.
And come with the friends, it's more fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
sure,
with friends,
yes.
come with friends, or
Yes.
you're gonna get a lot of friends too there. So
Absolutely.
True.
That's true.
lifting friends.
So,
So-
the beginner's
And
course.
the good part about it, when you're with your friends of CrossFit, it's weird, but you only talk about CrossFit.
Yeah, I
You
know.
guys agree?
Yeah.
You just talk about, hey, your lifts, hey, you did that was workout today, so you, and yeah, I try
Other
to change
people are
that.
looking at you, what are you talking about? Sorry.
Yeah, we did AMRAP today.
Yeah.
What's AMRAP?
Yeah,
It
lots
took
of
me a couple of months when I have no idea what that was. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that?
lots of
I'm
short
afraid
terms.
to ask, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, CrossFit is like a really good sport,
Yeah.
and it's a good way to have everything combined, every movement, conditioning. You do weights,
it's
you do
like
conditioning.
Overall fitness, I love it when I go to the supermarket and I can like lift, how do you call like a krat beer?
Karat
Yeah.
beer, yeah,
Yeah,
beers,
you know,
alcohol.
and you do
alcohol.
like, okay, I'm gonna do a farmer walk, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
walk with them, like, yeah, I can do this, and like other
Yeah.
people are, yeah,
That's
That's-
good too, no? So we go
that's
from
very
topic
mental,
to topic.
yeah.
Now you told them about craft beer, so you can also have here and there. You can have a wine, right? I think as
Yeah.
nutrition,
Yeah,
it's good to
yeah,
have
for sure,
some.
yes.
You know, that's also good. I think for the mental health, or no?
absolutely. Moderate.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
and what would you be the 6 big tips or any tips for people starting to do fitness?
Mhm.
How to start also the nutrition part?
Yes, I actually really love what Alger just like quoted. But yeah, for me, like my basics are like 3 big main meals. Don't be afraid to eat your like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't only eat rice waffles, because that's not gonna help you. That doesn't do nothing for your body. Make sure they're big enough so you don't eat enough snacks.
True, because
Yeah.
before there was a trend. I know now this
Yeah.
3 big meal, boom. But before it was okay, this meal, and then you have this tussendoortje,
No.
and then you have
Yeah,
this
I
meal.
know.
But time flies now. You don't have time to
No, and
either prepare all these things or
Yeah.
eat them.
yes, exactly.
Especially if you want to eat mindful,
Mhm.
it's better to have a mindful 3 times
Yeah.
instead of 6 times, but on the rush.
And our body doesn't need it, so it's just
True.
like unnecessary.
So
Yeah.
3 big meals.
Yes, not 6 times a day. It's not no snacks. Just maybe maximum 1.
Maximum.
Yeah, especially
one.
when you want to lose weight. If you like training for you, for example, a lot, you need an extra snack or you need an extra meal. But for normal people, 3 main meals and maximum 1 snack.
And only greens to stay lean?
No,
No.
whole grains, especially. Don't be afraid of fat. But like, yeah, number 2, actually, the most important one is lose sugar, like you said.
Yeah, sugar.
Sugar
the
is
enemy.
like enemy.
I thought that was good. Only greens to stay lean.
Mhm.
And what about honey?
Honey.
Honey,
So that's also like
Honey is something that I've heard that
to honey. I'm
it's a
addicted to honey.
powerful.
No.
No?
So our body doesn't make a distinction if it's like honey or like, I don't know how to call it in English, cocos blossom suiker or agave syrup or regular sugar.
Yeah.
Because it's natural, it's just like our body responds to it because our blood glucose goes up. Our body is gonna produce insulin, which is a hormone that actually keeps up fat in your body and makes sure you are getting hungry again after half an hour. So that's like you come in a vicious circle and we don't want it.
Yes.
So no.
No honey, no coconut
Ah.
A
sugar.
little bit, yeah, and then but eat it like, for example, I had pancakes this morning. I put a little bit of like honey on top of it, but make sure you eat. I eat a lot of fibers, and there's a lot of fruit, also whole grain, protein, and everything. And then your blood glucose stays like. a
And
little
that's
bit the
very
same.
nice as well, because Esther also, I think you also have the Safari supermarket.
Mhm, yes.
So Esther can guide you in the supermarket, telling you, hey, check this, because remember you have 5 types of waffles. Which
Mhm.
waffle should I eat? Which one benefits me
Yeah.
more, you know? So Esther helps with that as well, so that makes it easier. And once you have 1-2 times with Esther, then you know, no, I go there, eyes closed, you know already what to pick,
Yeah.
and you start getting that, you know, the life,
True.
yeah. So that's good.
One thing I do, and maybe you will say the best way, because in supermarket, if you go a lot to supermarket, they have one thing good. Always the fruits and veggies, the ones that I go, are on the first way
Aisle,
when you
yeah.
enter. Example, Liaisons, Do It Center.
Yes.
Mhm.
Only superfood is all the way to the back.
Mhm.
But what I do is I go there. The first thing I get my fruit, my veggies. I first see what's on sale. Okay, I get those, and then I combine the other colorful fruits and veggies that can match those. So that's what I do. I fill it.
Yeah.
My garoshi is like more than 50% that, and after that I go with the whole wheat, the fishes. I cook vegan, but I eat everything. But because most of the time when you eat out or you eat at your family, they don't eat vegan. That's why I did this for myself to learn how to cook vegan, and I have lots of vegan friends. I cook vegan for me during the week. So my lunch is usually vegan, and then at night, in the morning, I eat whatever my body needs. But when people, because nutrition is something, but you have to go to the supermarket. That's the first step. You have to fill your fridge with stuff healthy, so you don't have lots of other options.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend when going to the groceries?
Yes. So first rule number 1: don't go to the supermarket when you're hungry. It's like the basic rule, but that's like so
Definitely.
important.
And don't get hungry. So try to eat before you get hungry. Right? That's good
exactly.
too, no?
Yes. Yeah.
True.
That's a
But
problem.
yeah, so and like I always make like a list and I stick to it. And in the supermarket, you basically need only like the outer aisles, because that's where all the most unprocessed foods are. So that's
Sorry, what?
the
Can you?
unprocessed foods are most in the outer aisles.
Outer
yeah,
aisles.
The outer aisles. So like
Oh,
the
good.
minimal or unprocessed foods are always there. Like in the middle, you actually hardly need anything. Only like a couple of things. If on an ingredient list, more than 5 ingredients are on there, that means, or like 10, sorry, more than 10 ingredients are on there, it means it's already like ultra processed, which means it's not good. The first, also nice to know, the first ingredient on the list is the one that it contains most the product.
The first 3.
Yeah,
Or the first you
the
said?
first one. So it goes
Okay.
on like,
True.
yeah, so
Oh,
the
I
first
don't
one
know.
and then the second one is the second one that contains most out of it. And also to know there are 80 different names for sugar, like hidden names.
Yes.
Sometimes some products from Sonatura, for example, they think, they have like nice herb tea or something. There are 8 different types of sugar in there. So it's only sugar, sugar, sugar.
Once I learned that trick about the ingredients, they told me to check the first 3, because sometimes there's a lot.
The first 5, but first 3 is also good.
First 3 or first 5, and once you've noticed that a lot, you can see that lots of the time the third or second ingredient is lots of the time sugar or salt.
Yeah.
And once I see that, no, it's
That's
out
why
of
I
the
never
cart.
buy prepackaged foods, hardly ever.
And do you recommend, and that's what you're saying, pre-meal? The meals that you just cook, buy, and then put it in the microwave and it's ready?
No. Did I say that?
No, he's just asking.
No, for sure, no.
And sometimes you get those and they say it's healthy. Is it really healthy? Don't do it, right?
The pre-made meals.
Yeah, so sometimes, no?
They're always like a combination, I like to call it deadly triangle of saturated fat, sugar, and salt.
Okay.
So, don't go there.
So in the
That's why I like the Pure Fit food, for example, as well, because they make like very clean foods. They don't use a lot of additives, which is very nice and clean, and it gives you all the nutrients that you need. So that's why I really like that one as well.
So start at the groceries, fruits and veggies, the outer aisles, processed food, check the nutrition list.
Yeah. And be careful for when you're at the register, because there are also
lots of sweets,
Yeah, always. There's never like a banana, or we did actually some experiments in Holland in that, when we have like healthy registers. So you have like, or just only batteries, or maybe some nuts or some fruits. And they're like called the impulse like groceries that you take. People just without even thinking, if you go to the I don't know, what's it called again? The Kooiman, sorry.
Oh,
So you're gonna go there and you're gonna buy paint or cement or whatever, and you're at the register, and just without thinking you take a Mars or whatever, because they're packed.
There's nothing healthy there.
And pastiches and sodas and
chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
Candies.
And
it's all over us.
Yeah, without thinking you're eating it, and in the car you're just eating it, and then you finished it, and then you think, oh, I just eat a Mars, and you not even enjoy it.
It's hard to stay healthy.
I know, everywhere actually, but yes. But that's why I give all the tools to the people, how to be more conscious of all the things and all the the environment that we live in, and how you can deal with that and how you can deal with temptations.
That's important, conscious. You just
That's the first step.
You just need to get conscious. Okay, And when you get that, then you know, okay, no, oh no, I know, I can eat a pistachio, but let's take the good pistachio, for example, right? Or so when you get conscious, then you start like, okay,
Conscious.
conscious and understanding, right? Understanding.
Conscious living.
Knowledge is power.
That's
Yeah.
the key word. And for you, Esther, for the people who wants to start enjoying life the healthy way with nutrition, when is the time that you will recommend a person, okay, when you want to do this or accomplish this or this or this, then you really need a nutritionist? Because, for example, for me, sometimes I don't need it because I've been through that path, but there are people out there who really need a nutritionist. What would you say would be the people that really need it, and invite them to come?
That is, I cannot really answer that. I think the people feel for themselves when they think they're ready to come. They come to me, or they go to the CrossFit box, for example, to start working on their fitness, because I can give them all the tools. You can give them all the motivation, after 1 hour. But if they still go to the Wendy's or still eating a lot of like the sodas and whatever, they I cannot see what they're eating at 9 o'clock in the fridge. So if they're not motivated from themselves, we can give them all the tools, all the motivation. But if then they really don't want it by themselves, they're never gonna change.
That's true.
You have to have this little fire in them. So I think for you as a coach, is what I really like about Altro, for example, for his as CrossFit coach. He can really light up that fire in you and give you that you get all the best out of your training. You think you cannot do more, but he can motivate you to take a step extra or to go 30 seconds faster. I think that is what really a good coach is about. It he can know the person and try to light up that fire inside, what motivates them, point that, and then you see the person getting better and progressing. And I think that's nice. That's what a good coach should be.
Well, Ajra, now it's your turn. Say to the people who wants to start their fitness journey, what should they start doing, or where should they start?
Yeah, of course. So
what are you doing for your fitness journey?
Okay, so most people don't know, but I'm taking a step back, basically, not from CrossFit.
Changes.
But, I'm not taking a step back from CrossFit, but I'm taking a shift back into my family business. That's something we have for years. So I'm gonna get there and just be the right hand there. So some changes, and we didn't talk. Yeah, we didn't take that topic, but my family is very important for me as well. So I've been working 2.5 years very hard. Okay, sacrificing a lot, fitness-wise, but I'll as well, coaching, working-wise. Okay, making people better. I love it. That's my passion. So now it's the time. I competed a lot. Now it's the time to just take a step back. I'm not gonna go out of the CrossFit scene, of course. Never gonna happen. But I'm starting my own YouTube channel calling SoFit.
SoFit
yes,
YouTube channel.
There I'm gonna just shoot everything I was doing already. Chasing fitness, training, making champions. Can I say making champions?
Yeah,
I love to make champions.
Yeah.
So I'm making people better. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna do challenges up there. So I'm gonna challenge other CrossFit athletes. Okay, the goal is to start here, of course, and challenge other athletes. And the one who loses
To come throw down with you.
Yeah, the one who loses gets
Esther.
something.
Nice. I love challenges.
Now I need a nutritionist because
Yeah, of course, having episodes maybe with Esther as well. Maybe
Awesome.
cooking at home, but not only the good part, the nice part, but as well the
Struggles.
parts that the struggles, the eating those cheat meals, those legendary cheat meals, and how you feel after.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wake up more ripped, So depending how your lifestyle is. So I'm gonna have a lot of things up on there. So it's gonna be very, very nice.
Awesome.
Believe me, you won't regret those episodes. I'm gonna talk a lot about fitness. I'm gonna give a lot of tips, inspiration. Yeah, that's it basically. And
Awesome.
of course, I'm 35 now, so I'm competing in the masters division. So I'm gonna take more time for me training. Okay, so I took a step back of that because I wanna train more, a little bit more, at my house. I'm making a home gym, so there I'm gonna chase all my fitness. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get better for sure. And yeah, I still have some goals to reach, of course, CrossFit wise. And but yeah, that's it. So I motivate everybody. Like, if you want to start somewhere, of course, my home box is CrossFit Exemius, stays CrossFit Exemius. You know, that stays in my heart. Everybody knows that. So yeah, go there. Go chase fitness there.
Absolutely.
If you want to do something more like personal, okay, you can contact me as well. I have so I want to do something small, not really a lot of people, but just for myself, because I still have the coaching part with me. So just let me know. You can send me a DM, like my subscribe to my channel, guys. Believe me, you're gonna love it.
Right.
All right.
Subscribing right now.
First 100 subscribers gonna get something special.
Boom.
And
Nice.
yeah, that's it. So yeah, for the rest,
All right.
motivate each other. Stay consistent. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
I think a lot in CrossFit or in everything you do. Mindset is
Everything.
key. Okay, like Esther said, the last 30 seconds of your workout or the last hour of your of working, you're like, I know, I just want to go home. When it's time, you know, that's the hour that counts. Believe me. When you're tired,
Right.
Yeah.
there
That's where
there
progress
is where
is.
you have to keep going. That's it. I always have that in me. I always have that. I tell them with my athletes. So don't stop when you're tired. Keep going. You know,
Yeah.
that's what makes you better. So it's not only training, but it's training, it's mindset, it's nutrition, it's your way of living. You know, go to the beach, enjoy life, enjoy Aruba. We live on an
Yes,
island. You
I
know, you can go to the beach. Like, I used to live in Holland. I have to come down to go to the beach. You know, so enjoy the little things. Travel if you can. Eat a little more healthy. Know yourself more. I saw Marlon went a lot also in the mindset part, like do a
Yes.
little bit of yoga. I wanted to incorporate that as well.
Yeah,
To be
nice.
honest,
Yeah.
I'm just like sometimes tell me, Ajira, you're too hyper. You cannot focus in that yoga stuff. But I'm trying to also look ways that I can relax my mind a little bit, because that's very important. Just go away from everything and try to, you know, check back who you are, what you want to do in life, and I'm feeling much better. I'm happy. So yeah, let's go forward. of course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, guys, no excuses. Start today,
No
start
excuses.
tomorrow. Go to a CrossFit gym, go to swimming, walking, Hooiberg. There's no excuses. Start today. And for your nutrition, Esther, let's work.
Yeah, also like take little steps, start when you can, and yeah, so I'm actually launching an online coaching program in September after the holidays, and it's really going to be a lot about mindset and about behavioral change. So now I do a lot of like personalized coaching, but now I'm going to go into a group, and that you actually motivate each other, because like doing things together is much more fun than doing it alone.
Of course.
And it's partly online, like people get little films, like YouTube movies actually, and they're gonna give like a little workbook, and they're gonna really think about why are they eating the things that they are eating right now, and why are they gain weight.